Good morning, this is Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up here in about 18 minutes. Might do some pre-market trading here. I've actually already done one pre-market trade a long time ago at 8:05 a.m. Eastern time. Tried to get 1,000 shares at 825, only got 400 and then sold them 20 cents later. So I'm up $80 already on the day. And this one already 3.5 million shares, so a lot of volume out there. And if it looks like I want to do another pre-market trade, I'll try to capture that on a video. If not, I will see you back at the opening bell at 9:30, but I will keep you updated. Okay, I have an order out for 1,000 shares at 20.75 here on RIOT. Just an introductory order. Market opens up here in 2 minutes, so I guess it could technically still be a pre-market order, or I should say a pre-market trade if it can get down there. But like I said, only 2 minutes before the market opens, but that order does exist. So I will keep you updated and we'll see what happens. If I don't get filled by the time the opening bell comes around, then let's see how the price acts on the opening bell at 9:30. All right, the markets are now open. Let's see if we can get a pullback here to 20.55. That'll be my opening order. So that order exists. Gonna scan the market, see if I can find some other orders that I want to put out some fishing orders at. So I will keep you updated. All right, getting a pullback here on RIOT. I changed my order to 20.05. So let's see if it can pull back there or not. Getting close. Gonna put out an order at 19.55 too. So again, opening order at 20.05. Well, it got close, as low as 20.11. All right, now seeing that, what I'm gonna do is go to 19.75 initial order. So we'll see if it can get down there or not. It's been alerted in the chat room here on this pullback, so now it's bouncing here a little bit. But this one's very volatile, so we'll see if it can get back down there, or we'll see what it wants to do. Okay, I have an order at 3.15 here. Got those for 1,000 shares. So nothing huge, but gets at least my feet wet here. Let's see if this thing wants to make another run up towards highs. If it does, I'm willing to take a quick 15 cents on it. But if it wants to pull back some more, then I will take another 1,000 shares at 2.85. And then 2.75. And 2.65. So let's see what this one wants to do here. It's gone as high as 350, so 330 doesn't seem like that's out of the realm of realism here. But again, if it does want to pull back some more, I will build a position. I mean, 1,000 shares on a sub $4 stock, that's not, from a portfolio value, not a very large amount at all. So let's see if this one wants to make another run back up. 325, if I remember right, seems to be kind of that stubborn area from the level 2 perspective. So if I can get through 225, I like the potential that I can get up to 230. All right, so 800 shares. So all out there for $150 on that trade. I'm still interested if this one wants to drop back below $3, but so we'll see if it gets down there or not. But there's another $150. Let's see what else is out there. All right, getting down towards a $3 break. First order at 2.85. Okay, there's that break. Let's see if I can get 2.85 entry point. All right, got that. So we'll look to build more, but if it wants to give me a 10-cent move on this one, then I would gladly take that. Let's go to $2.60 for the next buy. So we'll see what this one wants to do. But surprisingly good volatility for a sub, $5 stock. So it's hard to kind of complain about this sort of volatility here on, again, the price range of the stock. All right, so again, just gave me the 10 cents, which equates to $100 on the 1,000 shares. So if this one wants to continue to pull back, I'll continue to play it. But let's see what else is out there. So let's see, what time is it? 9:37 and up $250 technically since the market is open, since that $80 doesn't necessarily count. But either way you look at it, whether it's $250 or $330 in less than 10 minutes, I'm very happy with that. And I'm looking at my scanners right now. But from a video perspective, I'm pleased with that. So far, 2 trades, capture them both completely on video, so that's good. But let's see if I can capture at least another couple of trades here. Watching SQ here. Wow, this thing is just getting absolutely beat up big time. Have an initial order to go long 500 shares at 44.75. Seems like it's quite a bit of a ways off, but I mean, you look at the chart here and this thing's been getting hammered, so it could actually probably get down there quicker than what it would normally be able to. I don't know if there was bad news for this one out this morning or not. To be honest, I don't really care. I just care about what's going on with the price and volume. And price and volume is quite volatile, and that's the name of the game as far as my strategy is concerned. So that order is out there. Still have an order out on DPW for 1,000 shares at 251. But we'll see if this one can get down there or not. I will keep you updated. All right, looking for an entry point here. DPW again at 205. Well, but one as low as 206. All right, I'm going to go ahead and change this to 190 at this point, since it just decided to hover right above my entry point. We'll see if I can get the $2 break. If not, I'm not going to cry about it. Already up a good amount of money, and there's still plenty of time left in the day. I mean, it's not even 30. The market hasn't even been open 30 minutes yet. So let's see if we can get that break of $2. If there is a break of $2, I'd like to see ideally a good old quick flush down through it. But step one, of course, and all that is, it's got to first break down through it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. I'm now watching MARA, so if I don't capture the entry point on DPW, that is why. Only have so much real estate I can do for the recording, but just heads up. I may miss the entry point here. As this rolls, if that changes from white to green, then you know that I got filled. But MARA have an order at 785. And for a second, it was looking like there was some downwards momentum that may have carried it down to where I wanted to be. But that seems to be relaxing now. So I guess never mind. Putting an order out here on ROKU for 41.75. So currently now three fishing orders out there. So there are bobbers in the water. Now it's just a matter of seeing if I can get any nibbles. I will keep you updated. All right, 785 potentially in play here. Volatility really picking up. Let's see if we can get a break of $8. $8 almost on the bid. And so far holding up. I'm sure as soon as I pause it, it'll probably break through and I'll get filled. So I'll let it run a little bit longer. All right, I am going to pause at this point. All right, $8 potential again. I've moved my order down to 775. There's the break. Let's see if we can get it. Nice, got it. We'll look for a quick 15 cents if it wants to give it to me, but if it's going to let me build some more, then I will take that. So it's looking like it's going to let me build some more here. So let's go 740. And then 730. So let's see if we can get a bounce off that moving average or not. Video's over 10 minutes. That's all right. I guess if you like the longer ones, then you can watch this one. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 85. I'll still be happy, just as happy with a quick 10 cents there. So let's see if it can get up there and fill me at 85. So definitely a little miniature resistance up there at 780. Now it's just kind of hovering around here a little bit. Let's see if we can get the bounce. At this point, I'm going to have to pause it with as much of it slowed down here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and if it looks like it's going to break through 780, I'll get the video rolling again. Or I'll get it rolling again if it's looking like I'm going to be able to buy some more shares. All right, pulled back some more. I now have an average. Let me actually get a couple orders out there. There we go. So I have 3,000 shares at 748. Again, not a large position by any stretch. Go for some more. Looking like I'll be able to potentially build a bigger position here. So 715 and 705 is where I have a couple more orders. So let's see if we can get a break up through 750. That would kind of be the current focal point here. First order at 755 and then 758. But before you start worrying about any of that, first got to get up through 750, which you would expect to act as a resistance. Okay, up through 750. So 755, that order is out. So I got, okay, 250 shares of it up at 758 too. Let's see if I can get 54s out there. $750, this area is definitely being pretty goofy, but I kind of already alluded to that earlier. That was the key. But even with the break, I was hoping for more of a clear-cut kind of nice methodical move back to the upside. It's still got a chance here, so I don't want to give up on it too quickly. But I mean, I have 12, it literally took 12 shares out of my 1,000. So this is kind of getting to the point where it's, you know, it's getting hard to even get anything out if it's literally just going to be 12 out of 1,000 shares. But let's see if it can get back up through that 750 mark. All right, now I have 750 shares left. You know what? Just because this has been such a pain, let me just do this. and I'll follow it up. I'll put a stop loss down at 738, and I'll start to follow this up. So if this does start to bounce, I'll just start to follow it up like this. So now, good spot to be in. Not a matter of if I make money, but how much money am I going to make. So let's see how far this bounce wants to take me. If I can get 780 on the bid, I'll raise my stop loss again. But 780 is the key number on the bid. Wow, 15 minutes. I guess you're just a dedicated fan if you're still watching at this point and enjoy these videos. But if you are, then yeah, well, 780, that's the key. Got to see 780 on the bid. But it's looking like I might get stopped out here. And stopped out at 766 on those final portion. So yeah, a very goofy one, as you saw with that, when it's filling you 12 shares out of 1,000. Yeah, that's a little on the rough side there. But with that 750 that I had left, as you saw, I just followed them up. And, that 750 became a nice little trade. Had this kept on bouncing, the sky was the limit in terms of how much I could have made on that, which is the key, right, from a risk versus reward perspective. But I decided not to bounce. But with that, I am wrapping this up. 16 minutes. This is crazy. Captured a bunch of good trades. So let's see. It is now 10:12. So 42 minutes in the day, up $610. Very pleased with that. If you're interested in, let me take a step back. If you enjoy these videos, want me to keep making them, the most quick and efficient way to communicate that to me is just like the button, subscribe to the channel. So click that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in trading alongside me and other traders, I mentioned, all of these that I've been trading, I've been alerting in the chat room. You can go to claytrader.com and check out the inner circle. That costs $99 per year, not per month, per year. And finally, if you want to learn how to trade with charts, again, claytrader.com. I offer many online video courses that you can go through and watch that. So again, if you enjoyed, easiest way to tell me, Clay, please keep making these, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.